Good morning, everyone. Class, today we are going to continue with the topics. Three questions I have told you before this, and I am continuing with the same. Your next important question is write a program to find the sum of the digit of entered number. So, class, the concept behind is in this how we can make a programming for it that suppose a number is 725. I want to get the sum of these. Then 7 plus 2 plus 5. This we have to get. So class, in programming, I will tell you one concept through which we can easily find for 3 digit number, 4 digit number, 5 digit number, any type of any number of digit sum you can get. So class, in this what we will do, we will extract 5 from here and we will extract 72. Then we will extract 2 from here, then 7, and at last when we got this 5, 2 and 7, we will sum up all. This is the concept I am going to use. Again I am repeating, suppose I am having a number 725. I will extract this 7 from here. How, that I will tell you later. After that I will extract this 72, that is number left is 72. Then I will extract this 2 and extract this 7 left now. After that this will be extracted and added. So what we have extracted first 3 5, then 2, then 7. Sum of these two we will get. So class, see the concept. I am explaining you the program. This is the complete program, run program. Class, in this first of all we will ask the user to enter a number. After that we have taken some variable. This variable we have taken for sum that we need, that is the result, and D I have taken for last digit. So after that we will run a while loop and we will run these three statements. Very important statement. This statement is to get the last digit. This statement is to remove the last digit. And here is the sum. So first of all you see the dry run, then you will understand more about it. So class, first thing is the to enter a number. Now this is the number out of which I want this 3. So I have written D is equals to num mod 10. 123 mod 10 is 3 only. That is, when 123 will be divided by 10, remainder will be 3. Now next statement is sum is equals to sum plus D. In starting what we have taken sum as 0. So 0 plus 3, that's equals to 3. Now for the next time I want 123 as this. So I have to give the statement num is equals to num double divide by 10. So on dividing a number by 10, what will left? The quotient in integer it will left 10. I am using double divide, so only 12 will be there. If I will use single divide, then 12.3 will be there, but I want 12 only. Similarly, now next step, on doing the mod of this by 10, you will get 2. On sum 3 plus 2, 5. Next time again this will be run 12 divided by 10, that's equals to 1. After that 1 mod 10, it will be 1. Next 5 plus 5 plus 1, that is equals to 6. Now next is the num mod, num double divided by 10, again it will return 0. So finally what's the answer? Finally answer is 6. Our answer is 6, and program will terminate because we have already given in starting You can see that program in already we have given in starting that when num become equals to not equals to 0, if num is not equals to 0, then only while loop should run, otherwise it should, if it become equals to 0, then terminate. After terminating, the sum will come as 6. So you can see the output also. You can see the output also. This is the output. The number entered by me is 123 and the sum is 6. So class, go through this again and again, then only you will understand this is not the easy thing. Now class, on the same concept, same thing, everything is same. We have to get the reverse of a number, then we have to check for a number is palindrome or not. So first of all I will tell you the program of reverse of a number. Same concept. See this program, same, this line is same, this line is same, this line is same, this is same, this is same, this is same, and this is same. Only difference is this line. Instead of giving sum is equals to sum plus d, I have given sum is equals to sum multiply by 10 plus d. Now see why I have given so. Class C, 723, last digit 3, sum is 0. 0 multiply 10 plus 3 is 3. Next time it will become 72 on dividing by 10. On taking the mod it will become 2. Now 3 multiply 10 plus 2, that is 32. Next time it will become 7 on dividing by 10. On taking the mod we will get 7 only. 32, this 32 multiply 10 plus 7, result 327. So class, in this only difference we have made with this, in which it is multiplying every time by 10 and adding d. Initially it was 0, so 0 multiply 10 plus last digit, then last digit multiply by 10 plus next another digit, so it will go on. So this is the process. Next is the palindrome, second part of it. In addition to that program, I have taken one more thing. In addition to that program, we have to do one more thing, that is we have to prove that reverse number is equal to a actual number. This is a palindrome number. If reverse number is equal to a actual number, then it is a palindrome number. So for that, what we have done, same process is going on for reverse number. We will get the reverse number here and we have to check with the original number. But if we will not store a original number in num1, then what will happen? At last you can see that in previous this one, you can see that at last the number is becoming 0. So if we will check this number with the reverse number, then it will never come. So we have to store this number in another variable. So we have taken num1. We have taken num1 here, and with the num1, what we have, if user enters suppose 123, it will store in num also, and in next line, due to the next line, it will store in num1 also. Num1 is equals to 123, and the whole process that I did is with the help of num1 only. Num is as it is, as it was saved, and at last when we will get the sum, that is the reverse of a number, then we will check that reverse number with the reverse number. So if it will be the same, then we will say it is a palindrome number. So you see the concept. Concept is, if reverse number is equal to itself, then it's a palindrome number, as 121 is a palindrome number. Similarly, when you will study string operations, there you will study that strings are also there, like madam, like ma'am is a palindrome string. so that we will study later on when we'll move to strings. So class, you can see the output also. 1 232, the reverse of 232 is 232, so it is a palindrome number. Similarly, if you see another output, if you enter 324, the reverse of 324 is 423, so that's not a palindrome number. Now class, next you have to try this is write a program to check whether a number is Armstrong or not. What is the Armstrong number that you need to know? So for that class, if there is a number and the sum of the cube of the digit is number itself, then it's a Armstrong number. So again we have to get the digit separately, but only thing is we want to get the not the sum, we'll have to find the sum of the cubes. So this concept, same concept, it is on the same concept, digit problems you can say that. So class, you try this same concept, same program, only one line difference is there, so that you have to do yourself. Next is write a program to check whether a number is perfect number or not. Now what is a perfect number? Perfect number is that number whose factor, the sum of the factor is number itself. The factor of 6 is 1, 2 and 3, and the sum of 1, 2, 3 is 6 only. This is not related to digit problem. This is another program which I have told you previously when prime number we were doing. So it is based on prime number concept, in which we have to divide the number, we have to store the number. So class, you try, if you get it, it's good. If you'll not get it, let me know, I will tell you. But you have to try. This one you have to try, obviously. Armstrong you have to do yourself. This you check. This you see how much you have gained till now. So that's all class. That's all for the day.